Hello traders and welcome to this Bitcoin order flow analysis video. It should be a shorter video than I do usual, so up to 20 minutes. We will be focusing on trading here. Yes, we were taking nice long over here. It was pretty easy swing failure pattern. There was not much absorptions on the way up, so we knew there is high potential for the move to the upside. I want to show you how I was using all order flow tools at my disposal, which means Exocharts Tradinglite TRDR. Coin analyze, Tradingdifferent, all those tools, how I built the context to not close trade prematurely, because maybe you had some people who were expecting downside after this. No, we were firmly in the longs, and I also nailed the take profit 2 on the long, and we started pullback with profit taking. I took hedge short over here with normal average, not big size, and I protected the rest of the profits with that hedge short. I will be covering just that. So let me show you step by step how I was managing the trade. I think it's extremely important for you, because if you get great entries here and you prematurely close because you think market will range or fall down, it's a huge mistake for you. You are stealing profits from yourself. You could be earning 2-3 times more if you are patiently sticking to your trade, okay? We'll be starting from this moment here. Let me go here. One good setup you also need to realize over here was we had bull CVD absorptions on perpetuals and spot market. So this was the local one. This one played out. You see market was approaching the low. Yes, we did tight swing value pattern. Look how much more delta you needed for the breakdown. You needed like 20-30% more delta to be at the lows. All what those forced or FOMO shorts at the lows got was swing failure pattern. You immediately get potential to reach, take profit to at least and rotate the local range. That's what was happening. But you can still see this is the starting point of the delta sell-off. So just from the bull CVD perspective, there is still potential to rotate for the range highs and for the liquidity, even a break outside of the range, just out of this data, okay? So this is aggregate template for me is extremely critical. I also know aggregated delta here it was at 1 billion, so I will be expecting similar move to the upside just from this local sell-off, okay? So this was also great potential. I already realized, when I'm in long, there is a lot of potential for that long. What I'm also seeing, and I'm informing group, we are getting stabilization from spot markets, intraday, and I would say intraday to medium time frame, pretty nice bits. You would need very big volumes on the spot markets to continue breaking down. Only perpetuals are pretty negative. Yes, and they actually were pretty crucial. Perpetual walls and limit orders were crucial in the Tradinglite for us to take few trades and take profits. They were the main culprit which stopped us. Yes, you can have a lot of spot buyers in the books, but you also need spot like active buying, yeah? So you will lift the market. Otherwise, you will be facing these walls, which was later the case. Let's go further down, yes, for this trade. Just want to show you how it was developing. So this was spot market resistance. I said in the group, once we hit those walls, I can show you them in Tradinglite. We go here. In terms of spot market, you can see this was like the largest node. It was very, very large walls. It was 170 and for 74. 200 Bitcoin spot walls are pretty significant. They can often stabilize market into range. They were eaten. That was crucial. Now we went for the much higher levels. We are now breaking out of this range. Another spot wall eaten. You can see if you zoom out, there is not much resistance for the Bitcoin to actually push up in the spot market. So that was really great. And you are also aware when we go into our core 30-minute TPO template, what was the main mission of Bitcoin yesterday was to, and we were waiting for that for a long time, was to fill the single prints. Each time you fill the single prints, you come to decision point. You either reverse because market finished the mission and fill the inefficiency. Every single market in the world wants to be efficient, or you will go beyond. If you go beyond the inefficiency, it's sign of strength and you can actually continue higher. One another thing how you trade single prints is when you do retests, okay? I was scalping here. I took 3 scalp shorts. Initial touch of the single prints was getting rejected, which was great. There was no immediate acceptance into them. So I had multiple scalps. I pulled like 1.5% in the group. Group was getting guidance on those trades. We don't need to go over them. Let me go a bit further down. We are also aware there is very big gap close on the CME futures. One thing you need to realize, this was the intra-week gap. This is not CME gap from the weekend, which has higher fulfillment rate. Okay, this gap is less reliable. Yes, it tends to be filled, but it doesn't have such a high win rate as a weekend gap. This gap here was occurring when futures are closed for 1 hour, when they don't trade. Okay, so and Bitcoin had dump in between. So you need to understand, market likes to fill that, but it's not so high probability as weekend gap. So I was trading. I was trading the 60,300 as I said here in the, you can see those walls over here. So these rejections were coming from the order books. Yes, of course you can have technical regions and so on. We were taking look at that one, two. There was nice liquidity behind these highs, so we were doing a swing failure pattern as well. You see, market needed the time to actually digest over these perpetual walls. They were not small. So I was trading thanks to them. Once they were breached and we started getting proper acceptance into the single prints, we started pushing to the upside. Let me go further. You see, this is now when Exocharts come into play. Well, 60,300 short when I was taking it as a scalp. I knew there is immediate potential to get us pullback like 0.5 to 1% because we are getting breakout longs into the high. So if market starts reversing with all these look at the open interest. Yeah, you can even go here, 60,300. Let me show you 60,300. So we are seeing open interest increasing and leading into the move. Let me check if I'm on correct. Yes, I'm here. Good. So open interest is increasing into the move, and also the coin manager contracts were also longing hard in this area. So when we return here, you know, once market gets swing failure pattern and starts doing pullback, there are people to be squeezed. Yes, at least partially. Binance longs were pretty safe. They were so they were not into the highs. Yeah. So I said in the group we need to go beyond 59,600, so you start squeezing this node here who were longing here. It never happened, so you didn't put these people into danger. They were defending their position as well. Oftentimes when big trader comes, he tries to defend his position as well. Yes, so you've got the Bybit longs trapped closer to the highs. They got wrecked, but not the Binance. Yes. So you see more walls, while these walls, we were doing also swing failure patterns. You will see that on the post a bit lower. Let me show you. We did 3 swing failure patterns. If you measure them, this is really great for scalper. Yes, it can look small. It can look a bit smaller, but it's definitely not for the scalper. Yes. I can put this here. 1 minute time frame. %1 move. This was equal high on inverse, by the way, 0.40%, and then a final swing failure pattern 0.60%. So combined it was like 2% together, which is great. I pulled like 1.5%. Once we started breaking out and we started properly filling in efficiency, single print, you let the market play it out. I said that in the group as well. I also said, like, you are also aware there is very little resistance spot markets as we snagged on most significant walls already. You see this very empty. So once market goes for the, it's like very like open road for the push. And this is the final thing which was happening before we started breaking out of the local range and also filling single prints. We are seeing bullish CVD on spot markets as well. So they were pretty heavy sellers, like 20-30 million selling here. And you see what was market doing. Market was actually uptrending up, so higher highs, higher lows. That's major absorption. So it's showing you this high likelihood we can actually break out. Yeah, all those final sellers got absorbed. Now I said clearly, now it's time to when you enjoy your day trade and swing longs filling CME gap and single prints. Yes, very clear. Look at that. Now we are getting proper acceptance. We were scalping these rejections. Now proper acceptance and close into it. And now you let the market play out fully the single prints. Let's go down. We also had the retest of the anchor VWAP. We don't need to know that. Let's go down. So we now are filling single prints. Single prints are almost filled. There was another target gap close from the CME, but it was never reached. I will be showing you reasons why. This is absolutely critical post now, and it comes from Tradinglite. Lots of demand will be needed to continue higher. Perpetual order books are getting thicker. Single prints fill is another target, so you can take partial take profit here too when we see such order books. If we get to local range, I will be happy to trade swing failure pattern of that range to get positioned into the short. That was the plan. Let's have a look on Tradinglite now, how it looked like. Look at that. So market, once it was hitting this node here, we know there is very little resistance on spot market. So if demand continues, very easy we can push actually to even 62,000 and even further. And but perpetuals, you know, I showed you at this beginning of the video, they were pretty important in this. Now you see how many walls are now popping up. Yeah, each wall is like 231, 169, 215. Lots of pressure. You need twice or three times more volume to actually continue breaking up. And now I said it's time for take profit, because you know market can easily start going to take profit mode, go into the pullback, and in the end we actually saw full reversal with the stock market. Okay, so you need to be careful. The most important part for you was to actually not to even short that. Yes, so let's return back into trades. Sometimes you don't nail, sometimes you don't catch both directional moves. Yes, it's happening. Yeah, we are not like robots. Sometimes it's pretty hard to like, because this was also slower reversal. But you know, we are getting very easy entry here. Take profit one was taken here. 59,000 somewhere here. And you know, your hard-earned profits would be wasted if you would not take this take profit 2 here. You also leave take profit 3 running in case we continue higher and close the inefficiency, like whole move, close the CME gap, go beyond this high. Oftentimes, like when I'm trading currently Bitcoin, I hit take profit 1 and take profit 2, and I don't hit take profit 3 because market will round trip it. But it's okay, it's last 30%, yeah. So I don't mind. I don't mind if it's just happening often. And then you have second scenario. If market starts running and you have this take profit 3 exposure, you make a lot more money than actually take profit 1 and take profit 2. Take profit 3 is literally free exposure for you. So, but yeah, you need to take money off the table when you see Orderflow is showing you some signs, okay? So that was the plan. I also said I plan to short when we get into the local range, and the conditions change a bit. A few minutes later I was posting. One of the ideas for short was we start to do ranging. We often do that. We start consolidation below the, you know, big supply nodes in the Tradinglite, below these walls. Then you do swing failure pattern of this high, out of this high, and you go down. This is much safer entry for you here. But we went for the second entry where I was taking scalp short for the hedge. I was also preparing traders in case we go up, what we have like more resistances above. Nice reaction after a single prince fill, pretty well timed partial take profit, that was key. I also ran small hedge short as well. I was seeing we are starting to break down over the stop consolidation without any further range, so I was taking hedge short here. And also I was seeing stock market is like turning down heavily. Nvidia started to like very heavily bleeding. You need to understand the context of the market for the current day was Nvidia was reporting yesterday, and market was very watching. It was watching Nvidia what is gonna do, because you know if Nvidia falls, it can actually drag whole market down. A lot of current gains in crypto and in equities are done from the artificial intelligence rally, and if there are any cracks in that rally, then it can pull markets down, and you see what was the case yesterday. Look at that. Yes, actually Bitcoin was leading the downside, and then stock market catch up with Nvidia. we also hit the daily VWAP close here. This was one of our targets, like Brown when he woke subbing, he is giving you immediate. This is always our high chance target for each trading day when we close the gap from the VWAP. So that's also all these longs who were longing here, they also started to take profit on that gap. So another order flow analysis here. So I also nailed, so we are now a few hundreds lower since I warned you about profit taking. So I take profit one on headshot from 6800 to just cover for stop loss. And now I'm saying some of the late longs in the single print fill push start to feel the pain. Now we need to go back into the open interest. By the way, Exocharts was down yesterday, but you still have the data from other tools, so you are not in the dark. Definitely not in the dark. And all this push to the upside, yes, is happening with the open interest increase. We have plenty of longs coming into the market leading the breakout. They think Bitcoin goes to 63,000. If market starts changing structure, yes, and you start to do this, look at the first big open interest decrease. All those longs into the single print fill are getting destroyed. And another flush to the downside is now taking all the people who were longing since the previous day Asia session into the London as well. Also, this was done on a bit of low volumes, and all the structure is grindy, very grindy structure like that. Yes, you have high highs, high lows. Nobody was liquidity was not swept from many people. So all these people who are placing stop losses below these lows, yes, they will just cascade into each other again if market goes below those regions. So that's why you saw such a big move to the downside, all those people getting destroyed. If your exo is down, you can use Tradinglite to analyze how is the market doing, like where are the main open interest increases. You can turn off the main template. For example, you can go here. Here, for example, if your Exocharts is down, you are getting big wall is getting filled for 325 Bitcoin. We know Binance has delayed data for the open interest, so it shows 1 minute later. So you know big long was longing here. Yes, open interest went up into the wall. Same thing here. We can zoom in. Look at that. Open interest increasing into the walls. It's not happening on open interest decreases. So I knew once market turns down, there will be a lot of pain from the open interest pullbacks. Yes, first these people will be taken out, and then boom, rest of the people. And I clearly warned about that. That's pretty much key here. And more longs getting out. The take profit on longs was nailed to the dollar today. Market is now doing, by the way, you can also use this template to see what is the delta doing. So we go to 1 minute time frame. We are clearly seeing market delta is uptrending here. Lots of directional positions over here as well. Here was more sideways. You can also see when did you find the first stability over here. Delta one was ending here. Because this was the most aggressive delta impulse, right? So when you go beyond that, you stopped out people from this, especially if open interest is decreasing and your delta is now moving lower lows than this start here, then you stop so many people. That's why you got this bounce here. And if you zoom out, you actually, with these lows here, you were reaching, this is the overall delta from the 58,000 leading move to the upside. With the move down here and down here, you just reach the round trip point. Now this is why you also stabilized here. For example, I was getting long here and here. I gave group 58,800. I will show you that post. So the maximum pain was already done in the market in terms of recent market participants. And now you see what is happening. Market found bottom here, and there was another push. By the way, you are creating now the bullish CVDs compared to the lows. So lots of selling was happening in these regions. We did a final attack to the low. I don't think we took the low. It was equal lows. Maybe CME did swing value pattern. And now we are pushing to the upside. All this push to the upside was just people who were selling here, rebuying positions. That bull CVD, okay? It was just beautiful. And this is the post as we are bleeding down. So I'm already warning traders. This is now I'm using Tradingdifferent tool. So I want to see where is the pain point for the market. So these are very juicy lows to watch if market does full open interest round trip. Yes, I'm marking these two lows here to be taken out for swing failure pattern, and these two lows taken out for the swing failure pattern. And also you are aware of liquidity. If you fail with swing failure pattern, you know market will be grabbing liquidity. So I'm giving clearly a clear big zone here. It's not so big, it's just $300 on Bitcoin. 58,800 to 58,500 area to watch for new long range value retest and decent liquidity taken once we arrive there. Look at that, this was fully driven by the equities and for the Nvidia getting negative. That's the thing, you know, market starts as profit taking and it can actually like give up a lot of the gains. So, and now we are arriving into the area I was giving, still few $100 higher. Already hitting take profit 1, booked now head short, yes. So you remember that head short with not so big size, just hedging remaining size from here is taking at 58,800. Over here I'm taking take profit 2 on that trade. I'm just keeping 20% exposure in case we go for these lows and for the low of the 58,000, yeah. So it's just remaining size for me, and I'm switching into the long. You see those longs here. And now, again, what was useful for my entries? Look at that. Again, it was Orderflow tools. So when we are dropping here, not much was seen in the perpetual markets. Pretty empty order books. They were bidding lower, but spot market is always more important because you need genuine volume to actually break down 1 minute time frame. Time to zoom in. So you are now filling first wall for the 50 Bitcoins. That's already great because it can actually cause the absorption and exhaustion of the market. Yes. And you have another wall here right at the lows, 74,000 Bitcoins on a spot market plus 29, 100 Bitcoin spot wall. This was the low here. If you are getting aggressive entry for swing failure pattern, you can put stop loss behind the wall and you will have very tight invalidation for your trade. That's what we are after. And you've got the 1% move. So you are risking like 0.20% and or 0.25, and you've got 4-to-1 reward ratio trade out of this. We always look for big reward ratio trades. In the end, we actually took out that wall, yeah, later on. Again, it caused market nice absorptions, exhaustion of the market. You did swing failure pattern out of these lows and you have another trade opportunity. You can also see, I think it was showing over here. I was showing what was the confluence for the trade. This is also benefit of the group when I'm taking the trades. I will show the reasoning. Also, very big long was destroyed on the inverse contract. 26 million long got destroyed here. Huge absorptions. That also was helping our trade. You can see heavy absorptions at the lows on Binance. This is really great template to show you these nice reversals. I will be doing tutorial for that just today. And of course, what we ultimately watch from the technical analysis is always the auction market theory. So we know we have 2-day range here. We are now getting accepted into the range. What is the next target? Of course, it's going to be POC and val of the range plus market structure. In the past 2 days, it held as well. It was great demand node. So same thing expected here. Val was almost keys, just few dollars front run because of that spot value. You need to understand what is causing the front runs. Yeah, is order books. Yeah, you have these educators in the world, 95% of them, and they don't use order books and heat maps and order books walls. They are affecting 70% of my decisions, so I don't understand that. It's okay. So here is the area, 58,800 immediate entries for me. Take profit 1. Market goes for the pullback. Again, I'm reloading. Take profit 1. This is compounded profit taking when you milk your position, we can say. So you double your profits. When you already earn for stop loss, you can just be in same size entry for the for the same risk, we can say. Yeah, so this was the trade area I was giving as we are falling down, 58,800 to 58,500. Yes, and you can see multiple bounces from here. There is even one more potential when we take out these lows for another reversal, because now we have 3 equal lows. Yes. All you need to be aware of for today is if you return back into the lows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lows to be taken down. either for tighter swing failure pattern, or you will be grabbing the liquidity. Yes. Okay, and we can go back into this. Can go also in the relative volume. We also watched that. Relative volume was also really great at these lows when I was taking 58,800. Yeah, you see the 500 million candle. That's really great. Also, same thing during Asia. You're getting really little volumes, and now big spike to the downside with very negative delta, 566 million. That's already nice relative volume spike and another opportunity for you to long. This here was much more harder to trade because you had no relative volume spikes, just going sideways here, so it was like hardest setup for you, but these two setups were really great. So I just wanted to show you how to be guided. Every single day is new day. The trade setups repeat. We have fractal situation which repeat every day, but every day has own flavor, and you need to understand what's that flavor. And in our group, I think we have pretty large arsenal of tools and strategies to actually spot what is market doing that particular day. I think this is the most challenging part for your trading journey. It took me years, yes, to actually nail. Like every single day, I give you my ideas. Most of them play out correctly, yes. That's why you should really only follow people who are having good calls and they are not doing inside analysis. Then you just run away. So yeah, this contextual analysis is super important, and if you just need to be ready to stay in that trade and reach your targets, and not to be too greedy. Yeah, sure, we had no little resistance here, we had much better targets above, but you need to understand when I saw the clear signs it's time for take profit too, and then a bit of hedge shorting, it was time to do so. So yeah, thank you for watching, traders. Maybe I will do one more video on Monday when we can have a look on weekly Bitcoin, and then I'm going on holiday for 1 week finally, first holiday of the year. So yeah, you can expect one more video before I go to holiday. So thank you for watching, traders. I hope it was useful. If yes, just give it a like. And if you want to educate, join our group. You will not regret. Best decision of your life. Bye.